That man in that photo, where is he?
My master.
My name is James. Run.
Moviezentre here. Today I'm diving into a raw, heart-stopping war epic called Prisoner of War 2025. Picture me, a relentless ex-soldier, slipping through the shadows of a Japanese dojo to settle a blood-soaked debt from WWI's darkest jungles. Buckle up, stay sharp, and hold on tight. This one's a brutal fight for honor and survival. James Wright, a battle-hardened ex-soldier, slipping into a serene Japanese martial arts dojo with a singular, burning purpose: to confront a ghost from his wartime past. Tension ignites immediately. The man he seeks is the late father of the dojo's current master, a proud, iron-willed sensei who views the intruder's presence as a direct affront to his family's legacy. He commands his students to swarm the foreigner and end the insult swiftly. But James is no ordinary trespasser. With ruthless efficiency, he dismantles the attackers one by one, his movements a lethal dance that forces the sensei to halt the assault with an answer. Before the truth surfaces, the narrative flashes back to 1942, amid Japan's brutal campaign to conquer Southeast Asia. A newly built prison camp, infamous as the March of Death, looms in the jungle. James, then a British Air Force commander, drags the body of his fallen wingman from a smoking wreck and buries him with bare, trembling hands. Dawn brings no reprieve. Japanese patrols comb the undergrowth for survivors. Concealed in the foliage, James hurls a stone to mislead them, then ambushes the squad, felling one soldier and triggering a hidden mine. For a fleeting moment, victory seems possible. But the jungle teems with enemies. Outnumbered, he bolts through the trees, flings a knife in desperation, and is finally cornered. The officer in charge stays his men's rifles. Take the British soldier alive. Deliver him to the camp. Inside the barbed wire hell, prisoners distract themselves with spider fights and crude wooden arenas, their only reprieve from despair. James's arrival silences the yard. The camp's colonel, a calculating predator, instantly recognizes a leader among captives. To maintain iron discipline, he orders a discreet execution. James appears resigned as the sword rises, then explodes into motion, dodging the blade and cutting down 3 guards in a heartbeat. He vanishes into the night forest, only to stumble upon a downed aircraft's carcass. Freedom proves illusory, and he tumbles into a concealed pit. Dragged back in chains, he faces the colonel again. The officer tears away James's dog tag, then discovers a heroism medal tucked beneath his belt. Impressed despite himself, the colonel spares him, for now, and consigns him to the barracks to recuperate. That mercy is a stay of execution. Come morning, James will fight for his life in the yard. A guard urges a midnight throat slitting. The colonel refuses. He craves a public spectacle, a lesson in terror. James is locked in a stifling cell with a handful of American prisoners, including a burly bearded man and a wiry optimist named Gabriel. They trade rumors of vanished Vietnamese captives and cling to whispers of rescue. James offers no illusions. Dawn drills echo with barked orders and stomping boots. Punishment hour arrives. James is bound and marched to the yard center, then inexplicably cut free and removed. The real show begins. 2 thieves forced to face the camp's champion, a towering engine of muscle who shatters bones with every strike. The crowd expects James's obliteration next. Instead, he fells the giant with 2 surgical blows. The colonel departs without a word. In his tent, an aide insists on torture. The colonel sees something worthy in the enemy's steel. James's end will come, but not yet. Captain Collins, another captive officer, greets the victor with stunned admiration. The bearded man passes around homemade rotgut that scorches the throat. Laughter dies as soldiers drag James to the colonel's tent. A young nurse arranging bandages locks eyes with him, a flicker of shared humanity. The colonel recognizes James's forbidden fighting style, once outlawed in Japan, then reveals the medal belonged to James's own father. He speaks of his own warrior lineage, slices James's shoulder with a dead officer's katana, and dismisses him. Tomorrow death. The next fight pits James against 3 elite guards. He disarms and drops them in under a minute, then stays his killing hand. The colonel executes the defeated men himself, hammering home that mercy is weakness. Gabriel and Collins's wounds fester, transferred to the death camp looms. James hatches a reckless gambit, steal the tower radio broadcast to British ships offshore. During labor detail, prisoners stage a brawl. The tower guard descends. James scales the ladder, snatches the set, and ducks behind sandbags. The nurse spots him, then silently endures a soldier's slap rather than give him away. Back in the barracks, they monitor static for Allied voices. Morning assembly hunts an escape attempt. James marks a jittery prisoner and extracts a confession, a concealed gap in the fence. That night, a dummy fills James's bunk. The bearded man runs interference. James melts into the jungle, reaches the coast, and hears Navajo code crackling, American wind talkers. Near the old wreck he finds a tow hook. A mad plan crystallizes. A hidden glider in the trees, a signal rocket, a low-flying plane. The colonel demands Navajo translation. James refuses. Fists and batons rain until he collapses. As guards move to finish him barehanded, James surges, flooring them in front of Ito. Humiliated, the colonel guns down random laborers and vows worse. James awakens 2 days later in the infirmary, tended by the nurse, Teresa, herself a captive. A guard interrupts before words form. That night, gunfire. Ito's blade hovers above James's cot in another staged execution. The colonel's motive crystallizes. Every trial has been ritual combat, honoring the forbidden style passed from his own sensei. James taunts that if those were Ito's best, he'll walk free. Ito warns that Japan's defeat means mass suicide. Every soul in the camp dies with him. American planes scatter leaflets denouncing war crimes. James relays Ito's kamikaze vow. Time collapses. Gabriel scouts the glider, kills a guard in the dark, spares another who then aids their return, only to report the corpse. Dawn brings collective punishment. James claims the kill. Ito demands he demonstrate the band technique on a prisoner. The man refuses and is shot. Collins fights and wins, yet the noose tightens. James demands a true duel. Ito headbutts him, then casts him out. That night, James and Gabriel slip away, speaking coded pidgin to evade patrols. They return to an empty barracks. Ambush. They wake to American engines screaming overhead. The assault has begun. Ito snaps, slaughtering indiscriminately. The radio is wreckage. The tower holds their last hope. Teresa and the nurses lure and kill the guard. Gabriel transmits SOS. James storms the command tent. He and Ito clash in a whirlwind of steel and blood. James stands victorious. Gabriel drags him clear as planes dive. A soldier raises a rifle. Ito lowers it, granting escape in silent honor. They sprint to the glider. James hooks the tow line. The glider lifts, the island falling away beneath smoke and fire. They swear to return for the others. Decades later, James enters that quiet dojo. The sensei, son of Ito's master, listens to the tale. His father died foretelling a foreigner bearing the lineage's lost forms. James demonstrates, lethal grace frozen an inch from contact. The sensei produces a wooden box, James's father's medal and dog tag. No words. Just two warriors, enemies once, bound by respect across a lifetime of scars. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and share to help the channel grow. I'll keep bringing you stories worth the fight.